students, now in this video class we are going to discuss about 12th standard computer science chapter 9 list, tuples, sets and dictionary. Now in this video class we are going to discuss about tuples. Last class we are discussing about the list, how list can be created, how we can access the elements of the list, how the programs can be written by using list. Okay, now in this video class we are going to discuss about tuples. The term tuple is organized from the Latin word. Okay, so tuple is nothing but sequence of numbers. The sequence of numbers are represented by the tuples. That is, in Latin word, single is used to represent a number 1, double is used to represent a number 2, and then triple is used to represent 3, and then quadruple is 4, quintuple is 5, sextuple is 6, septuple is 7, octuple 8, and then etc. n tuples. Okay, so the word tuple is nothing but sequence of numbers is known as a tuples. Okay, so list is also known as the collection of numbers, collection of data, organized data. Okay, so tuple is also the sequence of numbers. Now you can see tuples consist of a number of values separated by comma and enclosed within parentheses. Okay, so tuple consists of the number of values. How the values are separated? The values are separated by comma and the tuples are enclosed by parentheses. Okay, we already know list can be enclosed by square brackets. Okay, but tuples are enclosed by parentheses, normal parentheses, that is normal bracket. Tuple is similar to list. Values in a list can be changed but not in a tuple. So in a list you can able to change the values, but in tuples the values cannot be changed. Once we assign the values in a tuple, that values cannot be changed. Okay, now you can see what are the advantages of tuples over a list. The elements of a list are changeable. We already learn, no, that is we can able to change the element present in the list, but in tuples we are not able to change the elements. Okay, the tuples are immutable. So what is the meaning of immutable? Immutable means unchangeable. Okay, mutable means change, immutable means unchangeable. Okay, immutable means unchangeable, mutable means changeable. List elements are mutable, tuple elements are unmutable, that is immutable, that is unchangeable. So this is the key difference between tuples and a list. The elements of a list are enclosed within the square brackets. So list elements are enclosed by square brackets, but the elements of a tuples are enclosed by parentheses. Okay, here the elements of tuples are enclosed by parentheses. Iterating tuples is faster than list. That is, iterating means when you are using loop to retrieve the elements from the tuples is faster than the list. Okay, so we access the elements as fast when comparing to the list. Okay, so now you can see how to create a tuples. Okay, so tuples can be created by using the normal parentheses. Okay, so that is, the elements of a tuple can be even defined without parentheses. We can use either the parentheses or without parentheses also you can able to define a tuples. Whether the elements defined within parentheses or without parentheses, there is no difference. Okay, so if we want to create a tuple, how we can create a tuple? The tuple can be defined with parentheses or without parentheses. You can define tuple either using the parentheses or without parentheses also. Okay, now you can see the syntax. Empty tuple. If you want to create a empty tuple, how we can create a tuple name is equal to empty parentheses. The same way, how we can create a empty list? List name is equal to empty square bracket. Yes, so list can be created by using the square bracket. Tuple can be created by using the normal parentheses. Okay, so tuple name equal to empty parentheses. If you want to create a tuple with n number of elements, then you have to specify the elements and their elements are separated by commas. Okay, now you can see the syntax. Tuple name is equal to E1, comma, E2, comma, E3, etc. En. So these elements are enclosed within the parenthesis. Okay. So elements of a tuple without parenthesis. Either we can define elements within parenthesis or without parenthesis. Okay. Now you can see the syntax for without parenthesis. Tuple name is equal to E1, comma, E2, comma, E3, etc. En. There is no parenthesis are used in this tuple. Okay. Now you can see the examples for tuples. Here my tuple, that is my tuple 1, my tup1. So this is the name of the tuple variable. Okay, so my tuple 1 is equal to, we are specifying the element. What are the elements is there? 23, 56, 89, A, E, I, Tamil. So these are the elements present in a tuple. We already know the numbers, no need for codes. Okay, numeric numbers, integer values, no need for codes. But if you want to give characters or strings, you must enclosed with the codes. Okay, so you can use here A, E, I, Tamil. So this values are considered as the string data. So we are using the codes to represent these elements. So how many total number of elements present in this list? 7 elements are there. Okay, 23, 56, 89, A, E, I, Tamil. So totally how many elements is there? 7 elements is there. Now we are going to print this tuple. That is, you want to display the output on the monitor. For that we are using the function print. Print my tuple 1. Okay, mytup1. So now the elements are stored in this tuple can be displayed. So 7 elements can be displayed on the monitor. So next example you can see we are creating the tuple without using the parenthesis. Okay. So my tuple 2 is equal to 23, 56, 89, A, E, I, Tamil. Okay. So the same elements are given but we are not using the parenthesis. Okay. So we can also create a tuple with the parenthesis or without parenthesis. Okay. Now we use the function print of my tuple 2. So you see the output, we are getting the same output. So which output we are getting with the parenthesis, the same output we are getting without parenthesis also. Okay. Now you can see creating tuples using tuple function. So how to create a tuple by using the function tuple. Okay. So tuple function is used to create a tuples from a list. So once a list is created, you can also make that list as a tuple. Okay. You can able to create a tuple from the list by using the function tuple. So when you create a tuple from a list, the elements should be enclosed within square brackets. Okay, so we already know the list elements are enclosed with square brackets. The tuple elements are enclosed with normal parentheses. Okay, now you can see the syntax. Tuple name is equal to tuple. Here tuple is the name of the function. Okay, name of the function. What is the function name? Tuple. Why we need this function? It is used to create a tuple from the list. Okay, so tuple is the function name. Within parenthesis you have to use square bracket to specify the list elements. Okay, now you can see the example. My tuple 3 is equal to, here my tuple 3 is a tuple variable name. Okay, as the name of the tuple. My tuple 3 is equal to tuple. Here tuple, Tuple, tuple is the function is used to create a tuple from the list. Okay, so tuple within normal parenthesis, we are using one more square bracket. This square bracket is used to specify the list elements. Okay, so 23, 45, 90. Here how many elements is there? 3 elements is there. Okay, print my tuple 3. So now you can see the output 23, 45, 90. Instead of using square bracket, which bracket is shown? Normal parenthesis. Okay. What is the meaning for that? We are creating the tuple from the list. Okay. So from the list element 23, 45, 90. Now we are creating the tuples. So tuples can be displayed within the square bracket, within the normal parenthesis. Okay. Now we can see whether it is a tuple or list. by using the function type. We already learned, the type function is used to display the data type of the particular object used in a Python programming language. Okay, here type is the function, okay, built-in function. This function is used to show the data type of the Python object. Okay, object is nothing but the variable. Okay, so now you can see type of my tuple 3. Now you know the data type for that variable my tip 3. So my tip 3 is in the data type tuple. Okay, so class tuple. So which data type is belongs to tuple. Okay, now you can see how to create a single element tuple. Okay, so we can also create a tuple with a single element. So while creating a tuple with a single element, add a comma at the end of the element. Okay, so if you are creating only one element, for that also we must add comma at the end of the tuple. Okay, so comma at the end of the tuple, because if you are not using the comma, what it will be considered? It considered as the normal data type. Okay, that is ordinary data type. If we use comma, then only it make it as a tuple. Okay, so if you want to create a single element tuple, after the single element you must put comma. If you are not giving comma, it considered as a normal data type. Okay, ordinary data type, that is it considered as a integer, float, like that. Okay, if you are using comma at the end of the single element, then it will be considered as a tuple data type. Okay, now you can see the example. My tuple 4 is equal to 10. Okay, within bracket 10. So you are not using comma. We are giving only the element alone. 10 is the element. Now you can see the data type of this element. Type within bracket my tuple 4. So which data type it shows? It shows as the integer data type. We know the whole number is considered as the integer data type. So it shows the data type int. My tuple 5 is equal to 10 comma. Okay, in this example we are using comma at the end of the element. Now you can see the data type. Type my tuple 5. So now you can see the data type class tuple. So which data type it returns? It returns the tuple data type. Okay. So if you want to create a single element tuple, you must put comma after the single element. Otherwise it considered as a ordinary data type. Okay. If you are creating single element tuple is also called single tone tuple. Okay. So another name for this single tone. Creating single element is single tone tuple. Okay. Okay, now you can see how to access the elements in a tuple. Okay, so like list each element of tuple as an index number. We already know, no, index is also known as the subscript value. Okay, so like list tuples is also having the index number starting from 0. Where it can start, it starts from 0. The elements of a tuple can be easily accessed by using index numbers. Okay, so the index number starts from where? 0. Okay, and then it incremented by 1. So now you can see the example tuple 1, tup1, okay, is equal to, within normal parenthesis you have to specify the elements. Okay, so what are the elements is there? 12 comma 78 comma. Why we are using comma? Commas are used to separate the element. Okay, 78, 91, Tamil, Telugu, 3.14, 69.48. We already know that tuple list all are having the list of values. That values can be any data type. Okay, here also see this example. First 3 elements in the integer data type, and then 2 elements is string data type, and then last 2 elements belongs to the float data type. These elements are collectively known as a tuple. Okay, now if you want to access the elements of this tuple, then we can use a index value to access the elements. Okay, so first we show all the elements in the tuple. For that we are using the print statement. print tuple 1. So all the elements in this tuple can be displayed on the monitor. Now you can select the elements using indices, that is index value. So print tuple 1 2 colon 5. Here colon is the range operator. We want to print the elements, it starts from 2 to 5. Okay, so that is it. Show the element 2, 3, 4. We already know always the stop value, it takes stop minus 1. So 5 minus 1, it stops at 4. Okay, so 2 is to 5 means 2 is to 4. The elements are printed. Where the index 2 will be start, the index starts from 0. Okay, so the element 12 is present in the index 0, and then 78 is present in the index 1, and then 91 having the index value 2. Okay, and then Tamil is 3, Telugu is 4, and then 3.14 is fifth element. Why the fifth element is not shown? Because always stop value it takes stop minus 1. So 2 is to 4. The index 2, what is the value is having? 91. So 91 can be displayed on the monitor. 91, Tamil, Telugu. Okay, 2 is to 4. These three elements can be shown on the monitor. So this way you can able to access the element from the tuple. Okay, so accessing from the first element up to the specified index value. So if you are not giving the starting value, then it starts from the 0 index. Okay, if you are not specify the first index value, then it starts from the 0 index. Now you can see this statement, print tuple 1 within square bracket colon 5. Here the square bracket is used to specify the index value. Okay, so don't confuse, here index value is specified within the square bracket. Tuples are specified within the normal parenthesis. Okay, so colon 5 means it starts from the 0 index, 0 to 5. So 0 to 5 means 5 minus 1, 4. So 0 to 4, 12 comma 78 comma 91 comma Tamil, Telugu will be printed. Okay. Now next we can see the another print statement. Here the stop value is not given. If the stop value is not given means it goes to the end of the tuple. Okay. So it starts from the index 4 and then stop value is not specified. So it goes to the last element present in the tuple. So it show the output Telugu, 3.14, 69.48. Okay, it show the output, that is it starts from the index 4 and then it goes to the end of the tuple. So accessing from the first element to the last element. If you want to show all the element in a monitor, then we can use range operator alone, that is colon. Otherwise we can use the tuple name alone also. Okay, print tuple 1, we are not specifying the index value, start index value as well as stop index value. We are giving only colon alone. Okay, so then it shows the whole tuple element as an output. Okay, so see the output, all the elements present in the tuple can be displayed, that is 12 comma 78 comma 91 Tamil, Telugu, 3.14, 69.48. So this is the different ways you can access elements present in the tuple. Okay students, now you can understand how to create what is mean by tuple and how to create a tuple and how to retrieve the element present in the tuple. Okay, in the next class we discuss about how to update and delete element present in the tuples. Okay students, thank you.